Piles and piles of work, so much to do with so little time. To say you were stressed wasn't the perfect word to explain how you felt at this moment, but it was enough for now. You felt so overwhelmed, you didn't know what to do. You were suffocating in that building. What could you do with yourself? So, you left work in a daze and filled with negative emotions. You didn't hear your coworkers calling for you or your phone ringing non-stop when you left the building. Your feet led you without purpose except to get away from the cause of your distress and escape. You bumped into people who cursed under their breath at you for being rude, but you didn't hear it. You were shutting down. You needed a break. You didn't even hear the voice calling out to you until they stopped you dead in your tracks by standing in front of you. It was the wings hero, Hawks. He had his hands on your shoulders, and his lips were calling to you. You okay, kid? People were beginning to crowd you and the famous hero. He smiled at the people and excused himself as he pulled you in close. "Excuse me for a moment," he whispered to you, then opened his wings. With a single flap you were in the air. The crowd exclaimed in awe and disappointment that he left. The cold breeze brought shivers to your spine and goosebumps to your skin. Hawks noticed this and held you closer and shouted over the wind, "Just a minute!" Unbeknownst to Hawks, being in his arms instantly made you feel better. The feeling of such warmth and security that emitted from his embrace made all the negative feelings go away easily. Soon he was softly landing on the rooftop of some random building. He let you down but didn't let go of your shoulders. "Sorry about snatching you up like that. I didn't think you'd want to walk with a crowd around," Hawk said, his thumbs carefully massaging your shoulders. "No, it's fine, thank you," you reassured as you held yourself to warm up. Hawk's wings expanded and covered your body from the wind in response. His hand reached for your cheek and wiped a tear you didn't realize was shed. He wiped more tears and asked, "Can I ask what happened?" "Just tired, Hawks," you said as you helped Hawks wipe away your tears. "I know it's a lie, baby bird. Did something happen at work?" he asked as he sat you down at the ledge and kneeled in front of you. His hands held yours tightly and made you lean forward to keep you from endangering yourself, despite sitting at the edge of a building. "Too much happened, I guess you could say. I was a bit overwhelmed," you confessed. Hawks rolled his eyes and teased, "A bit, huh? A bit must mean something else to you since you left work like you did." You scoffed and asked, "Were you watching me?" Hawk smiled and chuckled a little under his breath, enjoying your reaction. "No, I just happened to be flying by," he answered in a tone that suggested otherwise. "You're doing okay now, right?" he asked after he finally settled down from making fun of you. You couldn't help but appreciate this birdman. He was being considerate to you, and so kind. It made you wonder how you got him. You could tell with only a mere glance how much he cared for you through those gaudy yellow visors. "Will you hug me?" you asked. Sure, you felt better after he held you, but that was just to take you away from the crowd. A real hug from Hawks would be phenomenal for you, and more comfortable than the literal edge of a building. He pat his lap and his wings widened to welcome you. You immediately pounced at him and held him tight, causing the both of you to fall. Hawks winced from the impact of his back hitting the floor, but he didn't care once you settled into his arms. You felt his arms reach around you and hold you just as tight as you held him. "You're doing great, Songbird. I just know it. I don't know if I told you recently, but I'm proud of you. It's okay to take a break sometimes." Hawks whispered into your ear as he rubbed your back. You dug your head in the crook of his neck, and you felt his body shake from a light chuckle. He kissed the top of your head and kissed it again, as if the first wasn't enough to satisfy him.